सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्. ॐ
couple of things discuss through my studies. So what I'm studying at the moment, the last thing I studied, Swamiji is talking about the importance of the intellect and how it is the only locus of knowledge. And it's all very fine, no problem at all. But what is the link from the intellect to the permanent and continuous recognition, I am Brahman? Because the intellect is an impermanent phenomena. It's not Brahman. It's not part of Brahman. It's something else. It's not eternal. So what's the link between the intellectual knowledge gleaned through the Buddhi to the permanent and continuous recognition, I am Brahman? How do they connect? How does one lead to the other or reveal the other?
We do Sravanam and Mananam through the study and through the listening from the Guru, the teachings, the scriptures, especially the Upanishads. And then through Nidi Dhyasanam, we need to internalize, we need to assimilate this teaching that we have received through Sravanam and Mananam. And Nidi Dhyasanam is not a way of self-knowledge, it is the way of assimilating and internalization. So altogether, will bring the permanent recognition and conviction that I am Brahman. Of course, together with the Dharmic lifestyle.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, there is no need of anything more.
Okay.
Because the problem lies in false notions, and in the misunderstanding of what is your real nature. You believe you have this understanding until now, whoever have this understanding that I am a human being, I am a distinct entity among other entities in this universe or universes, and I'm a part, and there are other entities out there, and I'm inside this body-mind complex, and I am a samsari. All these have to be deleted, have to be changed into the fully understanding, profoundly understand that I have never been an individual entity. I've never been somebody among others as a part in the universe or universes. And there is only that. There is only this supreme consciousness that I am. And this has to be a permanent recognition and conviction. And the only way that you can have an understanding is intellectual. You cannot understand something else with other means of understanding. That's why meditation, or especially Vedantic meditation, Nidi Dhyasanam, is only for assimilation and internalization of what somebody can receive from Sravanam and Mananam. So the means of knowledge is Sravanam and Mananam, the scriptures. You cannot assimilate only with Sravanam and Mananam. because this function, what we call subconscious mind, this mechanism, will continue to maintain the false notions, which are: I am a samsari, I am a human being, I'm a distinct being, I'm inside this body-mind complex, I am a person, I'm an individual. All these are wrong notions, wrong understanding. And this has to be removed. All these wrong beliefs should be removed. How? Through Sravanam and Mananam. And upon receiving, then you must also internalize, you must assimilate. And the only way for assimilation and internalization is the Vedantic meditation, Nidi Dhyasanam. But that we do it not with cessation of thoughts, thoughtlessness, as in other traditions or sects, but through direction of the intellect towards the Mahavakyams, the great statements, such as Aham Brahmasmi or Tattvamasi, and so on and so forth.
So meditation clarifies the understanding or deepens the understanding.
Not really clarifying, deepens, yes, and also assimilating, internalizing. It is different to have an information and different to be exactly the truth in the heart of your heart. It is different to say, oh, my guru, Sacchidananda Acharya, he said that in the Advaita Vedanta, there is this understanding that there is only Brahman and I am that. And different to say, after a long-term study of the scriptures and long-term Nidi Dhyasanam, Vedantic meditation, now I am 1,000,000% sure, I'm in complete certainty, I recognize and I'm convinced without the slightest doubt that I am that and there is only that. And have that deeply, deeply inside in the heart of your heart as your own truth, not as an information. That's why Nidi Dhyasanam is also indispensable, the Vedantic meditation. Otherwise, you will be a scholar. Somebody is a scholar, he says, Chandogya Upanishad says that, Taittiriya Upanishad says that, Mandukya Upanishad says that. And if somebody will ask him, and what you say, what is your truth? What is your understanding? He will not be able to say that this is my own understanding as well, and I profoundly am certain with this understanding that there is only that and I'm that. I only teach what I have gathered as informations from the scriptures. He will be in such a position. He will remain only a scholar. That's why all are indispensable. All the prescriptions from the scriptures and the Guru Parampara.
Yeah, on the point that I always bring up about in Vedantic meditation, we're contemplating, we're not stopping the mind.
Yes.
On that point, when I was reading Viveka Chudamani, Swamiji did say, much to my delight, that it is really important to have a concentrated mind free of thoughts before you start your meditation, or it's very useful. Otherwise, if your mind's distracted, it's very, very difficult in the first place. But he said it quite a few times how important it was to have a a mind free of distraction and free of thought as a good basis, so that you can contemplate the Mahavakyams without distraction.
Of course, not only that, but the entire Karma Kanda section is for creating a conducive mind, creating a purified mind through Chitta Shuddhi, purification of the mind. All Karma Yoga and all Upasanam, any kind of worshipping or meditation on Saguna Brahman, any kind of form of God, is creating conducive atmosphere in the mind.
Mm-hmm.
So in Advaita Vedanta, we say when you have enough purification of the mind, Chitta Shuddhi, then you can enter Jnana Yoga, Advaita Vedanta. And even if you didn't have enough Chitta Shuddhi, purification of the mind, you can do parallel. You can continue your Karma Kanda sadhana, and at the same time, you can dedicate some time in Sravana, Mananam, Nidi Dhyasanam. If you want to combine and if you are not yet completely ready, this also can work.
Mm.
But without a conducive mind, without a mind which is purified and enough prepared, enough mature, of course, you cannot contemplate the Mahavakyams, the great statements. Or even if you contemplate, you will be like a parrot, which says Aham Brahmasmi, Aham Brahmasmi, Aham Brahmasmi, but without any profound understanding or assimilation of any kind, internalization of any kind.
Yes, it's obvious that you need a clear, non-distracted mind before you enter into Nidi Dhyasanam, because you're contemplating very abstract and profound things. So if your mind's distracted, how can you have the necessary focus? It's like that old, it just came into my head, that old analogy of the candle in the wind. If the wind's blowing, the candle's flickering all over the place. But if there's no wind, then you can see the candle flame clearly.
Yes, and that's why we have all the previous preparatory stages of Karma Yoga and Upasanam. Nobody can enter in Jnana Yoga without have been prepared enough through Karma Yoga and Upasanam.
Mm-hmm.
Somehow in Advaita Vedanta, they consider that you have already passed through previous lifetimes through these stages. And if you have an attraction, you feel an attraction for Advaita Vedanta, and Sravana, Mananam, Nidi Dhyasanam, that means that you have already did enough work in Karma Kanda, and now you are, if not 100% prepared, at a good level prepared to enter Jnana Yoga.
Yeah.
But the Mahavakyams are the end stage of the Vedantic meditation. You don't start with the Mahavakyams when you want to do Nidi Dhyasanam, the Vedantic meditation. You must be in the right conducive mind. I mean, you don't come, let's say, from your job and suddenly you sit down and you say Aham Brahmasmi. There has to be throughout the day even preparation for Nidi Dhyasanam. You should be aware that all day long. You should be not mechanical. You should have a dharmic lifestyle in general. You should have enough Sravanam and Mananam as a preparation before Nidi Dhyasanam. Because Nidi Dhyasanam, the Vedantic meditation, is not, as most of the people believe, just I'm sitting down, relaxing, visualizing, and then I can think about something. No, it is something very, very, very profound, Nidi Dhyasanam.
Yeah.
The Vedantic meditation is for those who are ready to assimilate and to internalize that there is only that and I am that.
Mm.
But nobody can do that so easily. It needs a lot of preparation. But it is, the preparation will bring you to that stage where you want to find out and to internalize, to assimilate what I am, what is my true nature. But of course, if you all day long you think about sense gratification or how to accumulate things or how to be a somebody famous or whatever, and you are just a normal person and you are just interested for the other purusarthas, which is kama and artha, like sense gratification and accumulation of wealth and worldly things. And even you are not prepared enough with dharma purusartha, goal of life, and suddenly you want to deal with moksha purusartha, the highest goal of life, self-knowledge, self-liberation. Of course, it will be impossible. You will just be a parrot who will say Aham Brahmasmi, but it will be just a repetition of a parrot. That's why it is a whole system, a whole methodology, which comes from beginningless time, from the Guru Parampara and the Shastram, the scriptures, and everything is indispensable. It is an entire system, an entire path, which is a combination of a lot of different indispensable principles.
Yeah.
And there comes a very mature stage where you can do the Vedantic meditation even 24/7. An advanced stage where you know and you declare throughout the day, there is only that and I am that. But this is the highest stage. And soon after this stage, it comes this permanent recognition and conviction that there is only that and I am that, whereupon you don't need to do anything anymore. You don't need to do Sravanam, Mananam, Nidi Dhyasanam anymore. You don't need to do anything at all. You just know. And this profound understanding is what we call moksha. It's declaring, claiming your true nature as Brahman. Not even claiming, just abiding as that. Recognition and conviction on a permanent basis.
So this ability to do meditation all day long doesn't come out of thin air, does it? Is that is the necessary prerequisite for being able to do meditation all day long, no matter what you're doing? Can that only come because you've done lots of formal meditation where you sit alone in a quiet place on your own for an hour or two a day for a long time, and then when you've developed these muscles through formal meditation, 1 or 2 hours a day, whatever, however long, I don't know, what's the best. Then from that, you can then extend into your daily life, your working activities, or you do both. You do formal meditation, and then even at the beginning, try to extend it into your waking life, your working life, and it gets stronger and stronger.
Yes, you cannot expect that you will sit down and do the Vedantic meditation, which is the highest form or the most profound form of real meditation, Nidi Dhyasanam. The Vedantic meditation is what is the highest, the most profound way of meditating.
Mm.
You cannot expect that all day long, let's say you will be distracted and suddenly you will sit down and say, now I will do Vedantic meditation and I will assimilate that I am Brahman.
Mm.
There has to be millions of lifetimes of preparation to arrive in such a mature stage where you can just sit down and have this repetition with a profound understanding. Otherwise, it will be just a repetition of a parrot. But for Advaitins, real meditation is Nidi Dhyasanam, the Vedantic meditation. All the rest, what you hear about meditation for a Vedantin, and especially Advaitin, is not a real meditation. But there are so many people and millions of ways of so-called meditation. Some people, they feel or they believe that meditation is just to sit down and to relax. Others, they believe that it is to visualize how to bring money in your life or the perfect lover.
Mm.
Others believe that it is to bring Kundalini in the Sahasrara chakra or in another higher chakra. Others, they believe that it is to go out of your body and to have an out-body experience. There's millions and millions of different ways of so-called meditation. But for us, Advaitins is to do the Vedantic meditation, which means Mahavakyams, a profound understanding, a claiming, a declaration that there is only that and I am that. But not a declaration without a profound understanding, without recognition and conviction. And you don't need also to sit down. You can do the Vedantic meditation even while performing other activities, if you are a mature seeker, of course.
Mm.
If you have a lot of preparation from millions of lifetimes, you can do the Vedantic meditation even during other activities. How? Simply by becoming aware of the truth that there is only that and I am that, and by being aware as much as possible to the best of your abilities.
Mm.
Whether you are working or sitting or drinking or eating or discussing or do whatever activity, to be aware that you are this witnessing consciousness, and the body-mind complex, which is acting, is not your real self. It is only a puppet, which due to the prarabdha karma is unfolding its prarabdha karma. This can be done throughout the day, no matter the activity. To be aware and to be knowingly Brahman, knowingly the witnessing consciousness. You are the witnessing consciousness, but you are not knowingly that. So if you can do this transition or this shifting, where rather than believing that you are a somebody, a body-mind complex, you are 24/7 in this recognition and conviction that I'm that which is witnessing the body-mind complex. And the body-mind complex is only a ghost. I have nothing to do with this ghost. Then you don't need to sit down and to do a formal meditation practice or sadhana.
But it's good to do a formal meditation until you get to this more advanced stage.
Of course, whatever you do on that direction, finally, it can be very helpful. Of course, it is much more easier to find a quiet place, nobody to disturb you, and to do the Vedantic meditation in such a friendly environment and a conducive environment where nobody disturbs you, you are peaceful, you don't feel cold, you don't feel hot, you don't feel hungry. You have, let's say, 1 hour that nobody can disturb you, and then you can focus on the Mahavakyams. Of course, it's much easier. But the point is, can you do that 24/7? And especially when there are very difficult situations, when somebody, let's say, is insulting you. Can you remember this moment that I'm not inside this body mind complex? I'm not enclosed in this body mind complex. And the other one who seems that he will insult me is just the same consciousness, one singular consciousness. And I'm not inside the body mind complex that I used to believe that I am inside, but I have no location. And the other one does not exist, and there are no others. And there is no me as a body-mind complex. There is only singular consciousness that I am.
Not so easy.
Yes, easily said than done, but this is the purpose and this is the final result of a good practitioner. Meditation should be done 24/7, sooner or later. Should be a way of living, of pure awareness. Awareness being aware of itself. Constantly recognizing that I cannot be the observed body-mind complex. I should be the one who is witnessing it. And the one who does not have personality. That which is beyond the concept of space and time, which is pure witnessing consciousness. This is the final end result. And sooner after that, there will not be any need for any practice whatsoever. No Sravanam, no Mananam, no Nidi Dhyasanam, and even the dharmic lifestyle will appear spontaneously without any thinking about it. You will just act dharmically without the need to think about it. You just see everybody and everything as your own self, as singular consciousness. Then there is no need of any practice, any Sravana, Mananam, Nidi Dhyasanam, and any willingness to be dharmic. And jnani don't need to be dharmic through will. Through his will. He just is dharmic. Because he sees and everything and everybody as his own self. He sees only himself.
So how does that make him?
With capital S, not, I don't mean personal self.
But how does that make him dharmic without will? How does that understanding automatically bring about this automatic dharmic?
How you can harm, let's say, somebody if you don't see the others as others, but you see them as your own self, as the same witnessing consciousness, which is permeating all the apparent others. How you can harm, how you can do something against this totality of consciousness. So spontaneously you are dharmic. No need to decide, now I need to be dharmic, now I need not to fight with somebody, now I need not to harm somebody or something. Just like you go to walk in the street and suddenly you see an old lady who is falling down due to the old age. Do you really want to think, oh, should I help her or not? No, spontaneously, because I know Subodhananda, how moral he is and how compassionate he is. Spontaneously, I will see Subodhananda to run to help this lady to stand up. Subodhananda will not think, should I become ethical? Should I become dharmic? Should I go and help this old lady who fall down? Imagine this on a very, very, very mature stage, how it becomes.
Mm-hmm.
That's why you can see jnanis, they act always for the benefit of locus sangraham, for the upliftment of the society and the entire loka, the entire universe, without even thinking about it, not deciding about it. They try to spread the teachings. They try to uplift, to educate, to remove the false notions of samsaris, apparent samsaris. There is no anything more glorious than to be a jnani or to be a self-realized one. And of course, it is the highest purusartha moksha, and the highest gift that you can offer to the apparent humanity and the apparent others is your own self-realization. What else can be higher than that?
पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः